welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to break down how one single, simple mistake could cost you your entire security deposit in Florida. And more importantly, we're going to show you exactly how to make sure that never, ever happens to you. So let's just start with a number, and this one should really get your attention. 45%. According to legal experts, that's roughly how many security deposit disputes boil down to one single, completely avoidable mistake made by the tenant. So what is this huge, costly mistake? Honestly, it's something that sounds almost ridiculously minor. It is failing to properly document and send your new forwarding address to your landlord the second you move out. I know, it seems small, but in the eyes of the law, it's a massive, massive deal. Okay, so why is this one little thing so important? Let's be crystal clear here. This isn't just some friendly suggestion from your landlord. Nope. In Florida law, providing this address is a non-negotiable legal shield. It is what protects your money. And this quote, this really gets right to the heart of it. If you don't send your address the right way, you legally give up your right to object to whatever claims your landlord makes. Think about that. They could invent damages, and by law, you've already lost your chance to fight back. All right, now let's pull back the curtain on this legal loophole, because understanding exactly how it works is the key to making sure it can never, ever be used against you. It all comes down to a specific Florida law. It only requires your landlord to send the notice of their claim to your last known address. And if you haven't given them a new one, well, you can guess what that address is, right? It's the very apartment you just moved out of. This timeline shows you just how fast this trap can spring shut. I mean, within 30 days, your landlord can mail a notice with completely fake charges to your old place. The post office, of course, sends it right back to them, and all the while, you are completely in the dark. You have no idea this is happening. So when you finally call to ask, hey, where's my money? They can just say they followed the law. Since you never got the notice, you couldn't object within that critical 15-day window. So legally, your silence is seen as agreement, and poof, your deposit is gone for good. Okay, now for the good news. Protecting yourself from this nightmare is actually really straightforward. You just need to follow a simple, let's call it an ironclad protocol to create undeniable proof that you did your part. The entire foundation of your defense is a service you can get at any post office, certified mail with a return receipt. You know that little green card that gets mailed back to you with the landlord's signature on it? That, my friends, is your golden ticket. It is undisputed legal proof they got your new address. So here it is, the 3-step playbook. It's super simple. First, you send that certified letter. Second, you immediately follow up with an email or a text, which creates a digital timestamp. And third, for an extra layer of protection, fill out the address on the landlord's own move-out form and take a clear photo of it. See what you're doing? You're creating multiple overlapping records. You can see the difference here, right? Just telling your landlord or sending a quick text, it feels like you've done your job, but it's not enough because you can't prove it in court. The 3-point protocol, on the other hand, is built from the ground up to be legally bulletproof. Finally, let's talk about the power this actually gives you. Because by following these steps, you're not just protecting your money, you're forcing your landlord to play by the rules. You have to remember that security deposit is and always was your money. Your landlord is just holding it. By providing your address correctly, you completely shut down their #1 technicality, their favorite defense. Now the burden of proof shifts back to them to justify every single penny they want to deduct. And check out this real-world case. It shows just how important all these little details are. A tenant actually forgot the address step, but their attorney, Debbie Rumpf, found a tiny flaw in the landlord's own paperwork. The result? The tenant got their full $3,800 back. It just goes to show the law requires landlords to be perfect too. But you shouldn't rely on them making a mistake. You've got to take control from the very start. So look, by taking one simple, documented action, you change the entire game. You build your legal shield, you eliminate the easiest excuse for them to keep your money, and you put the legal burden right back where it belongs. The question is no longer whether you made a mistake, but whether your landlord is truly playing by the rules.